Okay, we're gonna hit up a year-over-year review of the Stouffville real estate market stats. We're gonna go May 22, April 23, and May 23. So we'll start at the top with the number of sales. So number of sales in May 22 was 57. We had 71 total sales across all home types in April 23, and a climb in May 23 to 90. And that was total sales. So that's condos, towns, semis, links, everything in May 23. Now, the number of new listings that came out was 123 in May of 2022. We had 113 in April 23, and currently trending up at 153. So not untypical for spring. We typically see a lot more listings come on the market, which the market has been a little shy in bringing those listings out this year. Number of active listings. Now, the active listings are the listings that essentially didn't sell month over month and they carry into the next month. So we had 140 listings hanging around in May 22, 120 in April 23, currently trending at 123. So we had more sales for May compared to April, but we have roughly the same amount of listings hanging around. Average sale price across all home types was $1,320,000 in May 22, $1,402,000 in April 23. And I'll move my head here. Bear with me. I'm trying a new format. $1,259,000. I wouldn't get too caught up in this number. Again, it predominantly, and I'm not saying average sale prices didn't go down, but predominantly, again, you have to understand it's an average number. So it's across all home types. So if more condos, townhouses, and semis sold in May 23 as compared to previous months, that can affect that data. So, I would always take that number with a grain of salt. The SNLR stands for sales to new listings ratio. That tells us out of the homes coming on the market, what's the percentage that are selling. So it is essentially how we gauge if it's a buyer or seller's market. So 46.3% in May 22, 62.8% of the homes that came on the market in April 23 sold, currently trending at 58%. So 58% would be in a balanced market. Anything over 60% is what we consider a seller's market. Anything under 40%, anything under 50% we consider a buyer's market. Months of inventory remaining, 2.5 a year ago in May, 1.7 months of inventory remaining in April 23, currently trending at 1.4. So that means if no other homes came on the market after today at the current rate of buying or current rate of consumption, there would be 1.4 months of inventory left before everything completely sold out. So honestly, not a lot of inventory out there right now. It's still been a very, very competitive market. And if you've been following the market a little bit, you'll definitely see if you're involved in it day to day, looking for a house. The sale price to list price ratio a year ago, homes selling at 98.6% of asking, homes selling 106.9% of asking in April 23, currently trending at 104. So this number is totally, at this point, it's totally fabricated. I have a lot of people tell me every day that, oh my gosh, this home on the street sold $200,000 over asking. It did not. The home was underpriced by $200,000 and it sold for exactly what it should have, which is fair market value. There is if you've watched, my previous videos into, when I was doing these back in 2020, 2021, and 2022, this is a forced number, because very few homes right now are being priced accurately to the market. The vast majority, from what I'm seeing and showing, are priced very low, very low. And then they're setting a date to review offers, and they're trying to cultivate and promote that bidding process. Personally, I think it's a bit of an ugly process, and I think a lot of agents don't necessarily enjoy it, but it is a strategy that unfortunately works. I don't think the public likes it too much, but again, it is a strategy that's working, and so it's predominantly the most, the one that we most see out there. So that's where those numbers are coming from. So they aren't true, in my opinion. They aren't true over asking numbers. It's just simply that's the strategy that is being used. So of course, it's easy when you see a sign up, up your neighbor's street, and it says sold over asking. I always actually have a little chuckle, because I'm like, it's not actually the case. It really didn't sell over asking. It's just that's the way they actually structured that listing to go out. Days on market, we had 16 a year ago. ago, 16 in April, and currently trending at 17. So staying about the same. Anyways, as always, I hope you found this information helpful. Please let me know if I can answer any questions.